The human heart is a landscape both vast and hidden, sculpted by years of experience, memory, and the quiet influences of the unconscious. When a younger individual approaches and offers love in a way entirely unfamiliar, it is not merely an external event, but a profound psychological signal. This love awakens dormant regions of the self, inviting the older person to explore dimensions of vitality, spontaneity, and feeling that may have been long neglected. It acts as a mirror, reflecting not only the affection extended, but also the inner truths that have been waiting for acknowledgement. In this sense, the angels, understood metaphorically as guides of the psyche, herald the arrival of a transformative force. Their message is subtle but powerful. Love is not bound by age or expectation, and it often manifests when the self is prepared to encounter renewal, curiosity, and the unconscious stirrings of desire and imagination. The experience of being loved by someone younger challenges established patterns and assumptions. It confronts the elder with questions about openness, trust, and emotional vulnerability. This type of connection often stirs a mixture of excitement and apprehension, revealing how deeply the psyche values both intimacy and authenticity. It illuminates the interplay between past experiences and present awareness, highlighting areas where the self has been cautious or withdrawn. By receiving this love, the individual is offered a chance to reintegrate aspects of life previously untouched by tenderness, joy, or playfulness. The affection is therefore not just an encounter with another person, but a symbolic opportunity for self-reflection and psychological growth, reminding the older individual that the capacity for renewal is inherent within the human spirit. In observing this dynamic, one sees that the younger person's love functions as a catalyst for the individuation process, the ongoing journey toward psychological wholeness. The presence of vitality, openness, and unfamiliar tenderness encourages the elder to confront shadows, revisit dreams deferred, and reconnect with the creative and spontaneous energies that shape the psyche. Love becomes a dialogue between generations, a bridge linking wisdom with new perspective, reflection with curiosity, and caution with courage. The angels, as symbolic guides, indicate that such experiences are purposeful rather than accidental, offering a sacred opportunity to engage with the full spectrum of emotional life. This encounter asks the individual to not only receive affection, but also to respond with openness, authenticity, and recognition of the deeper currents at work within the self. Ultimately, love from a younger person is a reflection of inner renewal and the eternal potential within the psyche. It reminds the elder that the heart remains receptive to growth, that vitality can be rediscovered, and that emotional depth is not confined by years lived, but is expanded through openness to the unknown. The angel's message, subtle and profound, underscores the timelessness of genuine affection and its power to awaken, heal, and transform. By embracing this experience, the individual engages not merely with another's love, but with the deeper self, encountering both the unknown and the familiar within, and stepping into a space where the psyche feels both alive and harmoniously whole. Love from someone younger can serve as a profound catalyst for the individuation process, a journey toward wholeness where aspects of the self previously unrecognized or dormant are drawn into consciousness. This form of affection challenges deeply held assumptions, social conventions, and personal roles, revealing the tension between the familiar patterns of the ego and the stirring impulses of the unconscious. It encourages the older individual to embrace vulnerability, to step beyond the safety of routine and expectation, and to confront the raw and transformative nature of emotional experience. In this encounter, the younger person becomes a mirror, reflecting not just feelings of care, but also the potential for renewed vitality, creativity, and spontaneity. Angels, understood as symbols of inner guidance, signal that such experiences are more than coincidental. They are invitations for the psyche to engage in growth, self-exploration, and the integration of parts of the self that may have been long neglected or repressed, fostering a deeper awareness of life's emotional and spiritual dimensions. This dynamic between generations highlights the contrast between lived experience and fresh perspective. The elder carries knowledge, insight, and reflection born of time, while the younger individual brings openness, curiosity, and the courage to experience without reservation. Their affection awakens energies that the older person may have considered dormant, inviting a re-engagement with aspects of self that are playful, exploratory, and alive with possibility. It also challenges the comfort zones of the mind, revealing the unconscious assumptions about love, attachment, and desire. By accepting and reflecting on this unusual form of love, the elder encounters the richness of relational life, recognizing that true connection does not depend on chronology, but on the alignment of psychological and emotional readiness. The angel's symbolic presence indicates that this interaction is a form of guidance, nudging the individual toward inner integration, openness, and an awareness of the subtle forces that shape the psyche. In such a relationship, emotional intensity and significance are rarely superficial. The younger person's love can illuminate unresolved patterns, suppressed feelings, and latent potentials within the older individual. Each act of care, attention, or curiosity serves as a mirror for the psyche, revealing both strength and fragility, courage and hesitation, joy and longing. It becomes a sacred opportunity to confront internal contradictions, to engage with previously ignored aspects of self, and to integrate those dimensions into a more complete and coherent understanding of personal identity. The angels, as archetypal guides, underscore that this experience is not merely about receiving affection, but about participating in a transformative dialogue between self and other conscious and unconscious, experience and potential. Through this interaction, the heart and mind are called to expand, to embrace novelty while honoring wisdom, and to recognize that love, when encountered authentically, carries the power to awaken the soul and catalyze enduring psychological growth. In observing the dynamics of affection between generations, one notices the profound archetypal interplay that unfolds within the psyche. The younger person's love awakens energies long dormant, stirring both curiosity and creativity in the older individual. It touches dimensions of the self often concealed by habit, routine, or caution, and reveals projections that have accumulated unconsciously over time. Such love acts as a symbolic force, calling forth the anima or animus, the inner feminine or masculine qualities that govern our capacity to feel, relate, and express. The encounter becomes a mirror, reflecting not only the qualities of the younger person, but also the latent potentials and untapped vitality within the elder. The angels, understood as messengers of inner guidance, indicate that this form of love is purposeful, an invitation to awaken dimensions of self that may have been suppressed or overlooked, and to participate fully in the psychological process of growth and integration. The interplay between younger and older individuals highlights the tension between novelty and wisdom. The elder brings insight, reflection, and discernment born of lived experience, while the younger individual contributes openness, spontaneity, and courage to explore without the constraints of long-held expectations. This dynamic creates a fertile space for psychological renewal, where the older person is challenged to re-engage with the world of possibility, curiosity, and playfulness. By receiving love from someone younger, the individual confronts their own assumptions about affection, desire, and connection. This encounter is not merely external, It resonates deeply within, stirring unconscious material, forgotten dreams, and suppressed emotions. Angels, in this symbolic context, serve as guides, signaling that such experiences are meant to catalyze self-reflection, creativity, and the integration of diverse elements within the psyche, thereby fostering a sense of wholeness and vitality previously unrecognized. This connection also illuminates the delicate balance between ego consciousness and unconscious influence. The younger person's love can evoke intense emotional responses, revealing both strength and vulnerability within the older individual. It offers opportunities to confront shadows, unresolved conflicts, and hidden longings, all of which are essential to the journey of individuation. Each gesture, word, or act of care serves as a symbolic mirror, inviting the elder to explore unexamined facets of self and relational patterns. The angel's presence reinforces that this process is sacred and meaningful, guiding the individual toward emotional and psychological awakening. Ultimately, the experience demonstrates that love, when engaged authentically, functions as a bridge between inner and outer worlds, conscious and unconscious life, past and potential. It awakens the soul, catalyzes self-awareness, and encourages the integration of previously hidden energies, allowing the heart to expand and encounter life with renewed openness, vitality, and depth. Emotional intensity in encounters with a younger person offering unprecedented love is rarely superficial. It carries profound psychological significance. The affection they bring functions as a mirror, revealing unresolved patterns, suppressed emotions, and latent desires within the older individual. Each gesture, glance, or word serves as a symbolic reflection of aspects of the self that have been neglected or forgotten over time. This process challenges the elder to confront fears, uncertainties, and habitual defenses that have limited their capacity for connection and joy. The angels, as archetypal guides of the psyche, indicate that this love is purposeful, drawing attention to the transformative potential within relational experience. It is not merely about receiving care or attention, but about engaging deeply with one's own emotional landscape, recognizing the richness of feeling and integrating these insights into a broader sense of self. Through this encounter, the older individual is invited to explore vulnerability as strength, allowing the heart to open in ways previously unimagined, and to witness the unfolding of emotional growth as a sacred, ongoing process. Such encounters illuminate the interplay between projection and reality in the psyche. Often, the older individual may initially perceive the younger person's affection through the lens of past experiences, assumptions, or unmet needs. These projections are not obstacles but opportunities for self-reflection, revealing both the shadows that have remained unacknowledged and the qualities that can now emerge into consciousness. By observing reactions to the younger person's love, the elder gains insight into internalized patterns, recurring desires, and unfulfilled longings, learning to distinguish between the outer expression of care and the inner truths it evokes. In this sense, the experience becomes a psychological dialogue in which the angel's symbolic presence encourages awareness, discernment, and the cultivation of emotional intelligence. It is through conscious engagement with these reflections that the individual can transform affection into a tool for growth, deepening their understanding of self and fostering a sense of completeness previously dormant within the heart and mind. Ultimately, the transformative power of love from a younger person lies in its ability to awaken the unconscious and integrate hidden aspects of the psyche. It challenges the elder to move beyond mere reception of affection, inviting participation in a sacred exchange that nurtures creativity, emotional depth, and self-awareness. The angels, as metaphors for higher guidance, emphasize the sacredness of this encounter, signaling that such experiences are imbued with meaning and purpose. Through openness to the affection offered, the older individual reconnects with vitality, playfulness, and the courage to feel fully. Love in this context transcends age, chronology, and social expectation, becoming a bridge between past experiences and the potential for emotional renewal. By embracing this relationship with conscious attention and receptivity, the individual awakens the soul, allowing the heart to expand, integrate, and experience the fullness of life in ways previously unimagined, thereby fostering lasting psychological and spiritual growth. The unconscious often communicates through subtle signs, symbols, and meaningful coincidences, guiding the individual toward experiences that awaken latent potential. Encounters with a younger person capable of unprecedented love are rarely random. They emerge as purposeful synchronizations, signaling that the psyche is ready to engage with deeper layers of feeling and understanding. These moments challenge the older individual to confront internalized limitations, habitual emotional defenses, and unexamined beliefs about affection and connection. By attending to the subtleties of intuition, dreams, and imagination, one perceives the profound significance behind the seemingly ordinary gestures of care. The angels, in their symbolic role as messengers of guidance and insight, indicate that this love serves as an invitation to explore not only the external relationship, but also the inner landscape it illuminates. In this way, love becomes both mirror and teacher, revealing hidden dimensions of the self and fostering growth that transcends mere sentiment. Such experiences provoke reflection on the nature of attachment, vulnerability, and trust. The affection of a younger individual can awaken courage within the elder to step beyond the safety of predictable emotional patterns. It encourages openness to novelty while honoring the wisdom accumulated over time, creating a dynamic interplay between past experience and present opportunity. The unconscious recognizes the potential for integration and signals readiness through the intensity and uniqueness of this love. Each interaction invites the older individual to observe emotional reactions carefully, noting how impulses of desire, curiosity, or hesitation reflect deeper psychological processes. Angels, as archetypal guides, signify that these experiences are not only emotionally meaningful, but spiritually and psychologically significant, offering a chance to reconcile neglected aspects of the self with conscious awareness, thereby facilitating the ongoing journey toward wholeness and self-realization. The intergenerational nature of this love highlights the tension between established understanding and fresh perspective. The elder brings reflective insight, experience, and accumulated knowledge, while the younger person introduces energy, spontaneity, and unconditioned openness. This interplay creates fertile ground for emotional and psychological renewal, allowing the older individual to reconnect with qualities of playfulness, curiosity, and vitality that may have lain dormant. The angel's presence, symbolic of higher guidance, underscores that such relationships are designed to awaken awareness, stimulate creativity, and expand emotional depth. By consciously engaging with the affection offered, the older individual cultivates receptivity, authenticity, and courage, discovering that love is not merely an exchange of sentiment, but a transformative journey into the self. Through this process, the heart becomes more expansive, the mind more reflective, and the soul more integrated, as the experience fosters psychological growth, emotional richness, and an enduring sense of connection beyond chronological boundaries. The intergenerational dimension of love illuminates the delicate tension between wisdom and novelty, experience and freshness. The elder, carrying the weight of reflection, insight, and discernment, encounters the younger individual whose presence is marked by spontaneity, openness, and the courage to feel deeply without precondition. This dynamic creates a fertile space for psychological renewal, in which habitual boundaries, ingrained assumptions, and familiar patterns are gently dissolved. The younger person's love introduces a vitality that calls forth forgotten aspects of the older individual's psyche, awakening playfulness, creativity, and curiosity. It challenges the elder to embrace both uncertainty and potential, revealing that true growth occurs at the interface of caution and risk, reflection and exploration. Angels, understood symbolically as guides of inner transformation, signal that these encounters are not coincidental but purposefully orchestrated to catalyze self-awareness, emotional depth, and the harmonization of previously neglected dimensions of the self. This encounter also invites the older individual to reconsider deeply held beliefs about attachment, affection, and relational dynamics. Often, experience has taught restraint, careful observation, or guarded emotion. Yet, the younger person's love disrupts these conventions with the quiet insistence of presence, attention, and unconditioned openness. Such affection illuminates areas of the psyche where creativity, passion, or emotional fluidity has been suppressed, offering opportunities to reconcile these neglected elements with conscious understanding. By reflecting upon responses, reactions, and feelings stirred by this love, the elder gains insight into internal patterns, recurring fears, and latent desires. The angels, as archetypal symbols of guidance, suggest that these challenges are invitations to integrate experience with potential, cultivating balance, authenticity, and emotional resilience. Through this process, the encounter becomes a transformative dialogue wherein the heart, mind, and soul are collectively engaged in growth, understanding, and self-realization. Ultimately, love from a younger person serves as a bridge between vitality and wisdom, spontaneity and reflection. It is a reminder that psychological and emotional growth is a lifelong process, not constrained by age or chronological progression. The interplay between the elder's discernment and the younger individual's openness fosters integration of diverse qualities within the psyche, encouraging renewal, creativity, and expanded emotional capacity. Angels, as messengers of inner guidance, emphasize the sacredness of such experiences, highlighting that love in its truest form catalyzes transformation by revealing what is hidden, activating what is dormant, and harmonizing what has remained divided. By embracing this dynamic with awareness, receptivity, and authenticity, the older individual allows the heart to expand, the psyche to deepen, and the soul to encounter the profound joy and wholeness that arise when openness meets wisdom in a space of mutual affection and conscious engagement. Shadows, the hidden and often denied aspects of the psyche, frequently emerge most vividly in transformative encounters, especially when love comes from someone younger. Such affection has the capacity to stir feelings of inadequacy, fear, or resistance, revealing internal conflicts that may have remained unexamined for years. These responses are not obstacles but vital opportunities for psychological growth, inviting the older individual to confront and integrate the parts of themselves that have been suppressed or ignored. When the elder reflects upon these reactions with awareness, the encounter becomes more than an emotional experience. It becomes a mirror into the deeper workings of the psyche. The angels, serving as symbolic guides of consciousness, suggest that the challenges inherent in these relationships are purposeful, designed to illuminate the path toward wholeness and self-understanding. By engaging with love in this mindful way, the older individual experiences not only connection with another person, but also a reconnection with the untapped depths of their own soul. Love from a younger person often brings to the surface unresolved patterns, old wounds, and latent desires. Each gesture of care, curiosity, or attention can act as a trigger, evoking both pleasure and discomfort, joy and vulnerability. In these moments, the older individual is called to observe internal reactions without judgment, discerning between projections, fears, and authentic responses to the affection offered. This process facilitates the integration of shadow elements, transforming resistance into awareness and fragmented aspects of self into coherent experience. The angel's symbolic presence emphasizes that these challenges are sacred opportunities rather than threats, underscoring the importance of conscious reflection and emotional honesty. In embracing this transformative potential, the elder recognizes that love is not merely a gift from another, but also a vessel through which inner growth, self-realization, and emotional resilience are cultivated, ultimately enriching both the psyche and the relational experience. The transformative capacity of intergenerational love lies in its ability to harmonize disparate elements of the psyche. The younger individual's openness and vitality awaken dormant energies, while the elder's experience and discernment provide structure and reflection. Together, this dynamic facilitates the reconciliation of shadow and conscious self, fear and courage, inhibition and authenticity. Angels, as messengers of inner wisdom, indicate that such encounters are guided by deeper psychological and spiritual forces, offering lessons in self-awareness, empathy, and relational depth. By consciously engaging with these interactions, the older individual develops the capacity to receive love fully, respond with authenticity, and embrace the transformative lessons embedded within emotional intimacy. This process strengthens the heart, deepens the psyche, and awakens a renewed capacity for joy, playfulness, and wholeness. Through love, shadow and light converge, creating the conditions for profound growth, integration, and the experience of the self as both resilient and expansively alive. Ultimately, love from a younger person reflects the timeless potential within the human psyche, revealing that vitality, emotional depth, and renewal are not constrained by chronological age. Such love signals an awakening of dormant capacities for joy, empathy, and relational authenticity. The angels, as symbols of inner guidance and wisdom, emphasize that this encounter is purposeful, offering the older individual a profound opportunity for self-realization. By engaging consciously with this affection, one discovers that the experience extends beyond the external relationship, functioning as a mirror that illuminates both strengths and vulnerabilities. In this light, love becomes a transformative force, encouraging the elder to explore dimensions of self previously unexplored, reconnect with creative and playful energies, and embrace emotional openness as a pathway toward wholeness and integration. The profound significance of such love lies in its capacity to harmonize the conscious and unconscious aspects of the psyche. When the younger person's presence evokes both excitement and apprehension, the elder is presented with opportunities for introspection and reflection. Each gesture, conversation, and shared moment becomes a symbol, revealing latent desires, unresolved emotional patterns, and previously neglected qualities. By attentively observing these responses, the individual engages in a psychological dialogue, learning to distinguish between projection, fear, and authentic feeling. Angels, as archetypal messengers, signify that this process is sacred, guiding the individual toward the integration of diverse emotional energies. In this manner, love acts as both catalyst and teacher, awakening self-awareness while fostering the expansion of emotional, creative, and spiritual potential within the psyche. This encounter also underscores the relational dimension of growth, where connection with another person